What's up, y'all? We just gonna act like we get disconnected, like we ain't paid a phone bill.
Right. Yo, my sincere apologies. My sincerest apologies, guys. This is my first night producing, and and your boy definitely hit the wrong button. So my apologies to you guys.
You had to do not
So,
touch button.
man, I hit the wrong button, but so we back for Tim and Tam talks. Just hit that off the cuff. But anyway, but we were still talking about this whole thing about Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. They are officially dating, according to multiple media outlets. And so Tam was here discussing, the situation with Jonathan Majors and his case. And so, this is
I was
Jonathan Majors.
saying that it's challenging to hear that somebody would want to seriously date while somebody's going to court for allegedly, putting his hands on somebody else. Now, I don't know if he's done it. Again, this is alleged. We don't know all the facts in the case. The case is going on right now. So, I mean, are you that hot and bothered that you can't wait? You can't wait till the details come out, till the facts come out to decide whether or not you want to have somebody that close in proximity to you, And the crazy thing about abuse and all of those things, it's like most of the time people, you never expect it to be that person, male or female, because male and female can be abusive. And when people hear about it, they're like, no, not them. No, they're so nice. They're so this. But closetedly, they're Henry the Hellraiser. you
Right.
know? So I think
Hey,
we have
I'm
to.
not gonna bypass. I'm gonna cut you off, but Henry
Yeah.
the who?
Henry the Hellraiser.
Okay,
Henry
keep
the
going.
Hell. Yeah, Henry the Hellraiser. Because, oftentimes we give people passes because of their gifts, because of their talent, because of their ministry. We give people passes all the time and we overlook these things and we just don't want to believe it because they have such phenomenal talents. And, oh, they're in our favorite show, our favorite movie. He was a great actor on that movie. I don't want nobody else to play that part. Wait till all the facts come out, please, before you get into and dare I say, entanglement.
It is what it feels like, and I can't agree with you more. I think for Megan's sake and for her own career, you just got to be careful. I
Yeah.
don't think it would be a good idea or wise to date someone who is currently going through the legal process on an assault charge where we're dealing with women right now,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the safety of women. And if I'm allowed to go a step farther when we're talking about women, black women on top of that, black women are the most beautiful creatures on the planet, at least for me. Not just physically, but intellectually, emotionally. Like, black women, y'all are it. But y'all are the least protected women on the face of the planet.
Mm.
And I feel as though she's making a tough decision, knowing that you got a black man who put his hands on a woman, a white woman allegedly, but either way, she's a woman. You put your hands on a woman, and now you have a reputation. And there's enough in the legal process, and there's enough that's been seen from executives in Hollywood to tell them that they need to drop Jonathan Majors, or his agent saying, I'm no longer going to represent you. There's enough data out there that shows stay away from him because he is career suicide. So if he's career suicide, why would you put yourself in a situation to where your safety could be in question at any given moment if he drops, if he gets upset at you about anything? You just never know. So just be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best advice to make decisions smart. Be careful, like you said, and girl, just wait. Just wait. Wait till the facts come out before you connect yourself to somebody who could be a detriment to your life, right? Yeah. Anyways,
Yep.
I'm glad you finding like or love or whatever it is. Whatever.
Yeah. That was, hey, teach his own. Hey,
Yeah.
now, okay, y'all. This next story. Let me just first say this. Do you remember the days when you just didn't remember your favorite artists or your favorite movie stars' personal life? Don't you remember the days where you just loved their talent and just that and their abilities, but didn't really know their personal life because you had your own stuff going on?
Yeah.
Well, this one is kind of a doozy and it's pretty sad, but we're gonna sit here and bring my boy Mr. Brian B. McKnight up. You know, Brian McKnight is kind of
Cancel.
in
Oh, sorry.
water. Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
he's definitely, if he hasn't been canceled already, he is definitely canceled now. But what Brian McKnight has done, he shared recently an extended version of his statement where he continued to speak about his family. Now, people who don't know, he is estranged from his older children. He got divorced from their mother. He had, I believe, two children with her, and he finds love. He decides to remarry, have more children with his wife, but he claims his second wife's children as his own, but he does not claim his older children. They are estranged. As a result, one of the children have decided to file suit on Mr. Brian McKnight for defamation of character, as well as denying them his parental rights to them to be able to, because they were dropped from his will after the divorce subsequently. So really, that's really what Mr. B McKnight is on. He is definitely on some mess. He came out and he spoke about how he just can't imagine him abandoning his children. It's hard not to imagine the psyche of a man who can truly just turn his back on his actual sons. Listen, I got a lot on this, but I'm gonna let you start, Tam. What you think?
How much time we got? Okay, so I've been like in and out of this whole dialogue because it's been going on for years, right? So his kids have been like kind of crying openly out loud in front of the public for years, and to get, I guess, their father's attention, but also just to let the world know it's not what it seems like, right? When you look at a celebrity, it's not exactly what it seems. And so what you just had up there, that was actually his son, the first Brian McKnight Jr. So it's two of them now because he got another family and he didn't name the baby boy Brian McKnight.
He named the baby Brian too. Oh,
He got two.
he's trying to rewrite
He
his
got
brother's
two juniors, but he
right.
don't claim the first. He don't claim the first. He got two. He's junior. So, so it's just like a hot mess. Like I feel like, first of all, Brian McKnight, he's too old for this. He's too old for this. And the video that we're gonna let y'all see, we actually have Brian McKnight actually speaking out about like what's been going on. He's like, how they always do when they trying to PR. I never would address the public normally. I never would address the public normally, but so much has been said on my name. So I'm gonna let y'all get y'all own opinions on what he said. But basically, just highlighting what's been going on is that his kids are saying, allegedly, that their dad has been very much absent. He hasn't been showing up as a father, and they wanted things from their dad. They wanted his support. They wanted him there. They wanted, him to be a father. And now they get to watch from the sidelines him fathering and parenting his new family as if they do not exist. Like there was a post that we have of him buying his stepdaughter a brand new car, and his daughter was like, "What the heck?" Like,
Yeah.
but it's not just the fact that he's buying his stepdaughter a car. It's the captions that Brian McKnight puts. It makes it as if, oh, what would I ever have done without my daughter? She's so fun. Like it's just like, oh, it makes you think this is the only daughter that he has, and that's the same thing when the baby boy, the junior was born.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first of all, how dare you rename your your next child in your new marriage the same name that you gave to your son?
The
How dare you?
disrespect. The disrespect is
It's
crazy.
so disrespectful. And in the video, he said something to the extent of like, "But y'all still got my name though." Like he pulled a whole Ike move, like my daddy blood on that. He pulled a whole Ike Turner move on his last name. Like, okay, well, if y'all don't like me so much, why y'all got my last name? As if
Right.
they birthed themselves and gave themselves their own name. It's just like a whole bunch of he's too old for this, he's too grown for that. And I actually found his ex-wife. She responded to the post, and she
She
responded
did.
with so much grace, so
She
much
did.
grace. I have some, we have all the video, guys, so y'all about to see it all. So let's get into the video of Brian McKnight actually responding.
I never abandoned anyone. Our estrangement was mutual, but those posts made any roads towards reconciliation and acknowledging them a dead issue. And I changed my will the next day. I've spent the last 30 plus years building a recognized, respectable name, and ironically, there are still people out there who are trying to smear my name while still carrying it, hoping to use it for their own benefit. I make absolutely no apologies for naming my infant son Brian. I want him and the world to know that he is the one who is my true legacy. So I'll be over here, continuing to love and protect my wife and our children as we continue to love our life.
Whew. My man is so smug. And he's so narcissistic, you can tell. You can just tell he's so narcissistic. He's
I
like,
was gonna say it. I'm not saying he's a narcissist, but he's definitely toxic, for sure, for
nah,
sure.
that's narcissist. Listen,
He's like, no, no, that's NPD. I know
yes,
it.
I know it. I have experienced MPD. I have been Mr. MPD, so I recognized it from the jump. He took no responsibility for naming his son Brian and said that that was his true legacy. Man, that is it's a stab in the heart if you are the real Brian Jr.
Yeah,
It's a stab in the heart to the kids where he's talking about they only want to use his name to benefit for their own good. That's what you would want to believe. And I'm pretty sure that the kids have always yearned to have some type of relationship with their father. But then when you do things like this, you treat your stepdaughter this way and you tell how we celebrate you, Jules, in your birthday. Your mom and I couldn't be prouder of you, and I couldn't ask for a better daughter than you. Happy birthday to the best daughter ever. Love you a zillion. Then you gonna want then your kids see that, and then they're gonna actually say, okay, well, if dad is giving out gifts, I'm entitled to a little something over here for my trauma. I'm entitled to that. That's how some kids think. They think that way, and
why
they
why does
actually
dad
are
love
well
him
within
more
their
than he loves
reasons
us?
to.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you didn't take care of the kids and you wanted to be estranged based on whatever the reason is, bottom line is, B McKnight, you are too grown, as Tam said, and you need to be more responsible. I mean, the fact that you leaving your family over there, I mean, there's only gonna be one person you can answer to, and that's God. You're gonna have to answer to why you did not take up the mantle on his gifts, the thing that he blessed you with those children. He blessed you with them, so you gonna have to answer to him, and he gonna ask you, why didn't you take care of my children? Why didn't you hold that responsibility to my children the right way? He gonna have to answer to that by not giving that effort to his younger kids, but then giving all this love to these kids based on a relationship that he has with the mom, with his wife. That already is out of the way and is toxic. It doesn't matter what relationship you had with your ex-wife. You need to still be a father.
Right, right, right. So another post that he did, and he was talking about like not sure how, y'all haven't seen this post. This is me and my kids. Y'all acting like everything's so estranged. This is me and my kids. And when I saw this post, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of having somebody that you that's toxic, and you be like, oh, but okay, it's your birthday, I'm gonna show up. It's my dad. I'll show up. It was like one of those things. So in the actual caption, it's just like, I'm surrounded by people I love the most. But then 2 seconds later, you're saying, oh well, we're mutually estranged. So it's like you're talking out two sides of your neck. Like, it's like, no, you know that you don't have a great relationship, but to the public, this is what you wanted to display. You wanted to display that you were a happy family with your kids, but your kids are like, no, that's not what it really is. So now that it's becoming, highlighted, and everybody's actually seeing what their truth is, now you want to say, oh, well, no, it's mutual. We all decided that we just, we're not going to have a good relationship. And here are the receipts. This dude posted receipts of his court to estrange his kids, allegedly.
Gosh, this is
How
so
sick?
petty.
How
This is
sick is this?
petty. All of this is just petty, man.
Let me show you how much of a estranged we are.
He said
Let
to
me
whom
show you that I'm taking them out of my will. Let me show you that I'm truly, truly done with these kids that have my I don't even know why they still have my last name. Why are they using my
name.
last name? Like, what are you talking about?
This is all bad. This is all stupid to me. It's just stupid, But it is what it is. John Anthony, I see you play. How you doing? He spent the last year 30 years building his name. He spent the last 30 years building his name. Doesn't give credit to those that got him to where he is today. He's the owner of his own brand. It's a lot there. Um, I mean, it's a lot there. Yeah, he might have spent the last year 30 years building his name, but just how quickly you know, how long it took him to build his name, it quickly can get turned down, and now he's canceled from most of Black culture because you decide to abandon your kids and publicly talk about it like you innocent, like you the innocent one. You decide to abandon the kids, make them and the wife estranged. Y'all decide that, and then you decide to just run off into the sunset, fall in love without taking care of your responsibilities. It could have
He,
been a lot.
he doubled down. You know what? You know what I love? I hate to say that I love this, but I do, because as of like a couple years ago, you've been seeing how these celebrity kids have been like talking about their relationships with their parents, like openly. And from, especially in our culture, it's not really heard of for us to really talk about that, right? What we
Mhm.
consider to be neglect or abuse or whatever the case may be. But you're seeing it. Like we saw it with the whole Kirk Franklin and his son thing when that thing was outed. We saw it with Percy Miller, Master P, and Little Romeo here recently, and now we're seeing it again, with Brian McKnight and his children. So it's just like one of those things where I feel like it's a healthy conversation. I mean, it's a progressive conversation. Like, it's not healthy if we as people are dealing with some kind of conflict or trauma or having these experiences that it's difficult to cope from, especially from a parent. And you're feeling like you're not heard, but you want the world to know. You want to get it out. You want to tell people, hey, you're not alone. I'm also experiencing this. It's not just people who aren't celebrities that are experiencing abandonment and neglect. Like, we're all experiencing this on every single level, and to have people relate to that, I think, is open and transparent and beautiful. But if you decide you don't want to heal or hear, then that's really on you. And I think for Brian McKnight, whoever his PR person is, God bless you, because he doubled down in the
Yeah,
worst way. In the
I will
worst
fire my PR guy tomorrow.
worst possible way. Yeah, I cut them out of my wheel. Yeah, like you and then he cut the comments. And then he cut the comments out, because immediately I was like, let me head to the comments. Let's see what the comments
Yeah.
are. Comments off, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all can't go to the comments.
You can't see these comments because he probably got crucified in those comments. They had to cut some of the vulgar stuff out with that.
Somebody said, what they say? Talk about, I wonder, does Brian McKnight, do his kids ever cross his mind lately? Do you ever do it?
Yeah. Do the kids ever cross your mind?
Dude, it's sad. I'm laughing, but I mean, it's just like really, really, it's really sad. But I'm gonna play some of this video. I don't want to get dinged on YouTube because YouTube pretty strict. But
Look.
it's some music on here. But his wife is so.
Hi, family. Just here to say thank you. We appreciate you. We see you. We hear you. We feel it. We thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for your stories that let us know that you understand and that everything is experienced to help others. You find your tribe. You get stronger. It's life. And I've learned that the best way to go through it, the best way to endure it, the best way to learn from it, the best way to prosper in it is to elevate. Stay positive. Doesn't mean you don't get upset. It doesn't mean that you don't want to, you know what I mean? But don't lower your vibration. Raise it. It's almost the weekend, y'all. Come on. We love you and we appreciate you. And we're all right.
No, she just make me want to go to an Erykah Badu concert.
Let me tell you something. That woman got some good weed on her, okay? She got some good weed on her. Because to get blasphemed in the media by her ex-husband like that, and trust me, she using key words, elevate, high on life.
Yeah.
That lady, she got some good weed in her. First of all, in this situation, she needed that. No. But yeah, she is taking this with a lot of grace.
Yeah.
She's taking it with a lot of grace. She understands that she could get angry and she could retaliate and she could blast her ex-husband in the media. And that woman is a woman who is standing in her belief. She's walking in her power. And she's showing her strength. I mean, she is showing it. I'm proud of that lady. I mean, that is the true epitome of a strong Black woman. Big time.
Yeah. I want to be that unbothered. I was like, I want to be that unbothered. Like, I want to be like, I always say something. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Like, I want to be that unbothered with people in life, right? I watched the video and I immediately, I was like, I wasn't in a funk, but I just felt like I felt better after just hearing her be like, you know what? Find your tribe, get stronger, elevate. Like, it was just really positive, and definitely, I don't understand how she could be so positive after. It's one thing. It's one thing if you hurt me, but if you hurt my kids, oh, you gonna get a different version of me.
With that, I feel you.
You gonna get like you can hurt me. I can handle it. Oh, but you messing with my kids.
Mama don't play about her cubs. I already know. Okay, so she carrying that.
Yeah. So for her see her kids hurt, you know, and to still have that peace, that inner peace about it. Kudos, kudos to her, because I'm not there yet. God's still working on me. I want to be there. I'm not there yet.
You about to be there, Christian Bay.
I'm working on it.
You about to be there. Let's see. John Anthony again. What's up, my man? She has relived and replayed these thoughts a million times in her head. That's how she has the confidence to cope.
Yeah.
Very, very well said. Very well
Yeah,
said.
I can hear it. It's like you hear it when she speaks, that she's just like, you know what? She's probably seen this a million times over. And honestly, it's our first time seeing this. It's the world's first time seeing him behave this way. And now the spotlight's on him. So we get to see what she's probably already had been experiencing for years. So I think that also plays into it as well.
That video that she put out there and posted, it makes him look even worse. Mm-hmm. It makes him look even worse because while he's out here trying to prove himself and prove his name and prove his legacy, while he's out here trying to do that, and she just hits everybody in the world with the I'm unbothered. She hit everybody with the unbothered look and was just like, we good. He says our estrangement was mutual, and that's all well and good, but the fact that he had to go in and talk about everything about typically, listen, like with MPD, typically you gotta, when you are talking to people, you have to tell the story that narrates you being the innocent person and the other person always being wrong. So you are always the good guy. You gotta always spin the truth in order to make you look good and feel good. So he's doing things that is making him look good and feel good. At least that's what he thinks he's doing.
Yeah,
he's not doing it. What it's doing is bringing it out.
Off my wheel. I'm hurt.
Man, so yeah.
He said the very next day he didn't even pray about it.
Man.
He was like, yeah, the very next day I took him off my wheel. It's just like, the very next day
he didn't want them on the wheel in the first place.
Yeah, he was waiting for a reason.
He was waiting for it.
Yeah.
So. But no, this has been great, Tam. This has definitely been great. We have had some good conversations. We, just a recap for you guys that joined a little later. We appreciate you guys joining in for us for Tim and Tam Talks. I'm your co-host, Tim Nicholas, and we got the great Sam Watts here as my co-host, and we are going to be starting the Church Boy with Childhood Trauma. We're starting that in June, and we'll have more details to follow on one of our next lives. But really, just to recap, we talked about the Ja Morant suspension. He is facing a lengthy suspension from the NBA any day now. So we'll be, looking to see how his second gun situation plays out. We also talked about Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. We hear that according to TMZ, they are currently dating. So we wish them all the best, however that looks. And last but not least, we've been talking about Mr. Brian McKnight, how he is now being sued by his children for defamation of character and abandonment. So they are looking to get a sizable bag for their troubles. They are quietly doing this, but Mr. B. McKnight has come out and tried to make sure that his character isn't defamed by his children, but he's already doing a bad job of that. Would you agree?
I would absolutely agree.
Absolutely. So it's really been great tonight. Definitely want to thank you guys for joining with us tonight here on Facebook Live and all the other media outlets that we have, YouTube's, Facebook, you name it. So it's definitely been great. You got any final thoughts, Tam?
Yeah. Don't go nowhere. Hold on.
All the dates out of the book. People are mad at me all over the country. $750,000 she done cost me. What I got left, I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
I'll give up all that other stuff, but only if I get to keep my name. I worked too hard for it.
The name is mine. The name got my daddy's blood on it. Now she wanna go. She can go wherever she wanna go, but the name belongs to me.
Mr. Turner.
No. Look here now. Hey, get your hand off me, man. Now look. Mr. Turner.
Yo,
Brian McKnight, bro.
so wrong.
Brian
Like,
McKnight, that's what
really?
you look like. That's what you look like. Talking about your name. Get out of
Man,
here.
man, that is kind of what it is for real. So that was a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so final thoughts. For me, yo, just pay attention to who you hang around. You know, if you are elevating yourself, elevating your life, you're doing well for yourself, you are going to have to let some people go. You can't take everybody with you. You have to grow. You have to use the opportunities that have been afforded to you, the sacrifices that you've made. Don't waste them for your homies, for your friends, for your family. Let's be real. Like, don't waste them for anybody. Like, you hold on to those things and you just protect them at all costs. Secondly, girl, with this whole dating thing, girl, Megan, just wait, girl. Just don't you have a book called The Wait? Don't you have a book called The Wait with her ex-husband? just
Hey,
just just wait until the court case clears, and then if everything is good, you prayed about it, go ahead and date whoever you want to date. And we'll keep you guys updated on the case as more stuff come out. We'll keep y'all updated. And then last but not least, I'm just done with Brian McKnight. I'm kind of just in this season where if you're exposed in a certain kind of light, I can't rock with you. I don't care. And then like with R. Kelly, I'm like one of those, I can't listen to R. Kelly music because it don't.
not even
I
happy
can't,
people. You
I
can't even
can't
accept that.
separate it. I feel nasty. Your body
Can't
is
even
my
do it.
playground. No, my playground. No,
You could do a little happy people.
I
You do a
can't.
little
I
two step on the
can't.
happy.
I can't. I can't. I
No,
can't.
I believe. Hey, trust me. Every time I turn, if I won't even turn it on, but if you like have it on YouTube and it randomly plays, like my wife will be like, "Turn it off now,"
Yeah,
and I'll be like, "Yeah, I
it
got
is so
you."
catchy. It's so catchy. I catch myself often. I'm like, I can't sing that. Can't sing
Nope,
that.
can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't
Cannot
do
do
it.
it.
So, but everybody can change. Everybody can grow. I don't care how far you've fallen or what you've done, who you've done it to. You can change. That kind of thing. So while I feel this way now, I feel like we all have to correct ourselves, and in doing so, you can't play the victim. You can't play the victim. I definitely very much feel like he's playing the victim as it relates to his kids, and he's proud about it. He's proud, and that's the part that gets me. I didn't hear like a hurting father that wanted to have relationship with his kids. I heard pride, and I can't rock with that. So my final thoughts is he's canceled for me.
Cancel, cancel,
Yeah.
cancel. And I agree with you. And thank you for your thoughts. I think I agree with everything. First of all, I agree with everything you said. I think that John needs to get himself together, get his circle right. I believe that Megan, hey, date who you want, but I would definitely say you probably rushing to judgment on this guy. But anyway, that's your life. Do what you do. And lastly, with Mr. Beat McKnight, do better. You got older children, take care of them. So that's my thoughts on it. But this has definitely been fun tonight, Tam. Looking forward to the next Tim and Tam talks very soon.
Yeah, yeah. John asked us to put out a rolling calendar for our conversation. So, John, we're gonna try to get together. So June, we're gonna have like a rolling calendar for our conversation about the church boy with childhood trauma. But in terms of these kind of conversations, maybe we can get together, Tim, put something on the calendar, so we can have these conversations and let y'all know what's going on in the world around us. So we'll get that out for you guys. Thank you so much for watching us. If you're new here, go ahead and click subscribe, follow, depending on where you watch it from. Go ahead and let us know you're here. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you want to talk about so we can have those conversations as well. And if you don't have nothing else, Tim, I have a video of Brian McKnight's son singing, so we can close with that.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Tam. We look forward to talking to you soon. Good night. God bless.
All right, guys.
Ooh, ooh, oh. Sitting with my mother, 10% beer reminiscing about the day that she met my father and how we used to be so decent. Back when I was made half from a preacher and half from a pimp. That's why I'm a teacher and walk with a limp. If you don't get the picture, I'll give you a glimpse. God damn it, with the vision, I see it as a gift. Cause I know my story won't be defeat. No, no, no. And as I grow, my glory is all on me. And that's for sure, for sure, for sure. Oh yeah. Looking at my little ones, I can hardly believe this. Wishing I was good as my brother, and he didn't have to see this. But through mistakes I've made, he'll be a leader. I hold no regrets. I'm a stone cold believer. I say it with my chest. I know what I'm here to be is the best. God damn me with the fire that fuels my quest. So I know